Leo, this is Lost Twin Tarot. My name is Colette if you've never viewed me before. Leo, this is a bonus reading for St. Patrick's Day. I don't know if you celebrate it or not, but where I live, it seems like everybody is Irish for the day. Um, I'm doing a three card spread as well as an oracle card. I'm going to be reading a passage out of the Star Temple Oracle Guidebook. Um, and I wanted to do this reading just because I'm doing it's going to be kind of like a what makes the signs lucky sort of but they kind of been more like turning out like kind of like what should kind of give you like what should, it's sort of like that, but it's more kind of like they've been a little bit heavy. Some of them have been lighter than others. Um but take it how it resonates for all of them. Some of them, leave the pieces or general readings, leave the pieces that don't resonate, and then take the pieces that do. Um, but I think that's everything. Um, that I'm gonna kind of had to do my run through. I've been doing a few of them. Um, But Leo, when I was meditating on your cards, I was kind of getting the sense of kind of like if, for as far as like special symbols and stuff like that. If you have special symbols that you find like lucky or anything, it's kind of what I was starting off with for each sign. And it was kind of like maybe some of you might find the number either 10, 8, or 3. Some of you might have a connection to that, or maybe like 888 might be kind of like significant to you, or 333, um, or like a combination maybe. Some of you have a connection maybe to at like sea animals, like maybe like sea turtles or like animals in the ocean. I feel like sea turtles, or I want to say like maybe like seals or something. Ones that look like I feel like they're not not like jellyfish, nothing like that. It's more of like a sweet, cute animal. I want to say it's something like more like that. Something that would be more like gentle. I feel like some of you have a connection to like license plates. Um, like some of you, I feel like you look for like signs and license plates if you have a job where you drive or you travel for work. If you do a lot of driving, I feel like some of you look for signs in license plates. Like you look for the numbers, or you look if there's like a maybe from the states, um, or you look if like there's like if somebody's got like a personalized license plate or something like that. I feel like Leo, one of the things about that makes you lucky, or that you should have gratitude about is that you're never short of stories or adventures. It seems like you always have a lot going on. You always have, kind of a group around you. It seems like you always have a lot going on. You always have it seems like a lot of friends. And you're never really fighting with your friends either. It seems like things are always going well. It seems like you have a lot of good people around you. It seems like you work really hard too. You work hard for your money. You seems like you always have a good, you have a good job, and when if anything's happening at your job, you always find another one, very quickly. You have the Page of Swords on the bottom. I feel like if you have, love in your life, or if you're like looking for love, or if somebody's, if you're on that type of thing, whenever somebody, looks at you or they find you attractive, it's like you make your heart like skip, you make their heart skip a beat. Alrighty here. So this is about what makes you lucky. What makes you lucky, Leo? You have the Five of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. So, okay. and you have the Page of Swords on the bottom. So, so I feel like, that's like a card of learning. Um, it can be a card. Some people consider, somebody who's kind of be like spying or watching. Maybe you have people watching you, but right away you have the, you know, Five of Wands. And this can be a card of some people say conflict and competition. But when this is a reading about, what makes you lucky. And I feel like what this is saying is that, on all your types of your experiences and your adventures of all your learning, I feel like you're always kind of coming out on top because after the Five of Wands comes the Six of Wands. And I feel like this is kind of saying that you always receive attention and you kind of always come out on top. Um, you know, and I feel like, you always end up kind of winning and you kind of always are on these like adventures. This could also be, about, kind of like this playful energy. Um, this isn't supposed to be a kind of like a harsh kind of conflict competition where it's like they're, really fighting and, killing each other. This is kind of like this kind of playful energy. Maybe you have a group of friends and you kind of rag on each other or something like that. You could have a group of friends that really just kind of, maybe you just kind of play a lot around and, like I said, meditating on your cards, you could have you just have a good, bonding, with your friends. If this is a work situation as well, this kind of means like you could be kind of out for a job and, there could be some competition, but it always seems like you kind of come out on top because you have the Ace of Cups next to it. And I feel like what this is saying, whether this is in love or work or your friends or whatever, you are, have a very fulfilling life. Because it always seems like, even if there's a little bit of that, maybe a little bit of anxiety or anything, it seems like things always end up working out. The Ace of Cups is all about, that fulfillment. Your emotions are overflowing. And, this can be about, just somebody else fulfilling them, whether this is love or, but this is about, you feeling good, about your life, about yourself, about how things are just going in general. So I feel like, whatever this is just, whether this is, playful or whether this is really, kind of that conflict, or, competition, I feel like it always ends up going well for you. And I feel like it's because, you have the Seven of Wands. And I feel like that's showing because you always end up having the upper hand. And I feel like this really resonates with these past readings I've done for you, Leo. I said before, it seems like you always end up having the upper hand. People kind of always end up looking at you like, how is Leo doing that? How is Leo doing that? Um, and the Seven of Wands is about, standing your ground, standing up for, what you believe in, and kind of having that, upper, and defending your honor, defending somebody else's honor, um, standing for what's right, standing up for what you believe in. And I feel like that's what you've always done. You never really change who you are. You're very, just independent. You kind of are just always, doing your own thing with confidence. And, I feel like it's always led to a very fulfilling life for you. It's kind of like no matter if you're in this conflict with anything, you just always end up on top of things. And you end up kind of like you things just always end up going well. Um, and I feel like you should be really grateful for that because it's like, um, maybe you don't have all the you know, maybe not everything is all the bells and whistles are on yet. Because nobody's life is like that, because we're always striving. That's human nature. But I feel like, things are just always working out well for you. We always have these setbacks, we're always going to have those. Um, but I feel like as long as you're always, having practicing that Seven of Wands, standing by what you believe in and standing by for what's right, you're always going to kind of have that. You're always going to end up with that Ace of Cups that, that, you're that self-fulfillment, your cup is overflowing, and also, this represents, love coming in as well. So you're never going to be short of, some type of, you know, fulfillment, whether it's in love, whether it's in self-love, whether it's in something that's just going to really give you a good, fulfilling life. Let's take a look at the Oracle card. I apologize, Leo. You never realize how bad of a speller you are or a reader you are until you are an adult. So I apologize. You have the number 22, if this is significant for any of you, the number 22. I'm going to hold this up here. It says, the Holy Child, Starseed. I am a divine child of the universe. A few people have been getting this one, a few signs. All right. I am a divine child of the universe. Elevate starry-eyed assignment. You are a celestial child of the cosmos with a dedicated dual mission to elevate your own spiritual awareness as well as the collective consciousness. You are an ancient soul with a divine calling to awaken humanity for the highest good. Know that your noble assignment is divinely guided by the Sisters of Pleiades. Solano helps you realize that you are a holy child destined to be a channel of light and love. Irrespective of your childhood, recognize your oops, I'm sorry, Leo, I've lost my place. Irrespective of your childhood, recognize that you are an expression of divinity and a leading light in the world. Yeah, and I feel like, that's really saying, Leo, that is kind of, really goes with that, seven of, wands, standing by what say, standing up for what you believe in, standing, drawing that line in the sand and kind of, really not backing down, especially if it's for something that's, means a lot to you, and you're trying to kind of get something across, especially, people who are a little bit narrow-minded maybe, whether this is at in your job or, maybe it's like if it's in your family or something, and this is something that if it's something that's really important to you and you're trying to get, something across and you're like, look, this is what I'm saying, this is what I mean, and I'm not backing down from this, and you really are trying to, and you have a little bit of conflict, whether this is, somebody you're, maybe somebody new you're dating and you're trying to, and you're sticking up for them, and, because it's going to give you that Ace of Cups, this is going to make you happy, this is going to, bring in a lot of fulfillment into your life. But whatever it is, whether this is a job or whatever, as long as you're doing the right thing, you're, being that leading, you're being that leading light. You're kind of just, you're saying the right thing, because the worst thing you can do is not say what you mean, in a productive, healthy way, saying, standing up for what's right, standing up for somebody who, who you care about, or standing up for, something like that, that's what's really important. And I feel like, or standing up for yourself, anything like that is really important to do. And I feel like, if you keep doing that, it's really going to lead you to a really fulfilling life. And I feel like you have so much to be thankful for, and just a lot of gratitude, and you should be really, happy about it. But that's your reading, Leo. I think it's really good. It's one of the lighter ones. It's really a nice one. But thank you so much for reviewing me today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And if you do plan on going out for the holiday, just remember to have lots of fun and be safe. And I will see you on the next reading. Thanks. Bye.